On this video, we take another look at my 12.5-inch thickness planer by WEN. Don't buy this planer until you see this video.
This is the Old Guy Network.
Yep. Welcome back to the Old Guy Network. I'm the old guy, the OGJ. You know who you are, and that's a good thing. And today, look at this, got my coffee, and I hope you've got your coffee. We'll share a coffee together. And if you'd like to buy me a cup of coffee, hey, slide on over to my coffee page, and it just costs a couple of bucks to buy me a cup of coffee, and it helps the channel so much. You wouldn't believe how much it helps the channel. And thank you to everyone who has done that so far. And today, we're going to take another look at the WEN 12.5-inch thickness planer. I did an unboxing on the 1st of January. That's right, the brand new year that is 2021. And at the time, I said I really liked it, and I thought it was put together pretty well. Structurally, it is put together pretty well. But there have been some issues 7 months later, and I'm rethinking what I should have done. Maybe I wouldn't have bought this planer knowing what I now know. So you might gather from this that I've had a problem, and it's a pretty big problem. So let's take a look now. I've already taken this thing apart, but I put it back together again because I figured out what was wrong with it. Put it back together so I can show you how it comes apart and show you the problem that I'm having right now. And I did find a couple of, at least one good thing about this planer. So let's do that now. Before we get started, unplug your planer. Here is my WEN 12.5-inch thickness planer that I was so happy about getting. I think I paid $340, something like that. That was, I thought, was a great deal. But I had a problem. So the first thing you want to do is locate this thing here and get it out. This little hex key, and it is right under, well, actually it's right on here. You can find it, pull it out. Now my particular problem is on this side of the planer. The other side comes off exactly the same, except you have to take this off too. But we're just going to do this side. Lift that up, take that off. That's it. Now you can put this back so you don't lose the screws. And then I can show you what happened to this joiner. Here is a good look at the problem. Now, right off the bat, you can't really tell what the problem is. That's because it's in this right here. This is the gearbox. This looks kind of intimidating, but it's actually pretty simple. These gears on all of these pins, they have little retainer rings. I've already taken those off, and I'll show you how easily this comes apart. You just got to kind of maneuver this around a little bit. Oh, come on. There we go. Got that one off. And then we get that one off. There's one set. This one's a lot easier. Here's two. Now, you see all these little screws? You just have to take those apart. Oh, take those off, and this whole thing slides right out. And you do not have to remove this at all. You can clear this when you take this off. So I'm going to remove the screws, and then we'll take a look at this thing. Okay, now I've removed all the screws that matter. I left this one in, and I left this one in because those hold the cover onto the case. As you can see, this thing is all ready to jump out. Just turn it, and it comes right out. And now I'll just take out these two screws.
Then we'll get a little peek inside. Now, just so you know, let's move this over here. Just at the top of this machine, there is a tray right there, and that's where I put the screws. You might want to do that. Okay, let's get back to the gearbox. All right. We're about to find out why this didn't work. Those are the gears. See that? That's a tooth. And that's a tooth. And this one gear is okay. That's not missing any teeth, but this one, not so lucky. It's missing all kinds of teeth. Right there. Oh, it's getting dark. Okay, and there are no teeth left on this gear. This is supposed to have teeth, so when this turns, that's... Well, actually, there's one. There's one tooth. We got one tooth left. So that's why this doesn't work. It comes apart really easy. That is nice, but the fact is, this shouldn't have broke. And these look like decent gears, but the good news is on the website, WEN's website, I found it by going to WEN Tools, and then I just followed the link. They do have these, and they are $37.40. And they say it takes a few days to get them, between, I think it was 4 and 7 days, 5 and 7 days. So in about a week, I'll have another one, and I'll just put it back in here, and we should be able to fire it up, and it should work. So that is why I say don't buy one of these until you see this video. Now you've seen the video, you can make a better informed decision. Personally, I won't buy another one. I'm kind of stuck now because I paid $339 or whatever the heck it was. So I have to get it fixed. That's the cheapest option for me. The second thing is, this is still under warranty, at least it should be. But I'm having a little trouble getting a hold of the company. Never had to deal with WEN before. Not only is there an issue with this, I've also got an issue with my joiner, my benchtop joiner. So I don't know if I'm going to find any satisfaction there or not, but I am going to try. But in the meantime, I got to get back up and running, and $37.40 is what I spent on a new replacement. And as you see, it's very simple to take it apart, so it's just as simple to put it back together again. And I will do that as soon as I get it.
So there you have it. It's pretty simple to take apart, but it shouldn't have broke in the first place. I don't think so anyway. I mean, it's only 7 months old. And yes, I do use it every day. I have planed a bunch of wood on this. Mostly hardwood, but that's not a good excuse. I think it should have lasted a lot longer. In case you're wondering how that works, if you look here, that gear, that first gear right there, well, the spindle that holds the blade, that goes up against here. That turns the other two wheels, and that is what turns those gears with the chains on them, and that supplies power to the intake and outtake rollers. The roller that pulls the wood in, and the roller that pushes the wood out. So this is very important. This has to work. Now, I did mention in the beginning that there was a good news kind of situation with this. I did find out something else. The blades on this, when you take the blades off, they're actually double-sided blades that come with it. So if you're like me and you accidentally ran a board in it with a nail or a staple, or had a really hard knot and took a little chunk out of your blades, well, all you have to do is take the blades off, turn them around, you got a brand new set of blades. So that's pretty good. And I'm going to show you how to do that in another video. Not this one. No, this one's all about this thing here. So we will save that for another video. I mean, I'd rather make 2 small videos than 1 long video. Chances are you won't watch everything on the long video anyway. So we'll do that at another time. But if you want to put this all back together, do what I did in reverse and you'll be fine, because I'm not going to do a video on how to put this back in because I don't think it's really warranted. But I can't wait to get this so I can get up and running again. But that's going to do it for me, the OG, and I sure do appreciate you stopping by the trailer hood and spending some time with me. It's always a better day when you do that. So for the Old Guy Network, I am the Old Guy, and I'm out.